It's your girl Golden Charlene, and today's video is going to be kind of like a get ready with me. I've been testing out some new products recently, and I just kind of wanted to do like a talk through, get ready with me, as I'm telling you my opinion on these new products. So I'm just going to start off with my normal moisturizer. I'm almost done with this. It took me so long to go through this, but this is my First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. This isn't new by any means, but I use this because it's great for my eczema. Next, I'm just going to go in with the Too Faced Hangover RX Primer. This is just a sample that came with my Too Faced Sweet Peach palette when I ordered it. And I know that some people love this primer. I just think it's okay. I don't see it making my makeup last longer. I think it just kind of works like a moisturizer. It kind of just hydrates my face. And some people say this has a coconut scent. And I love coconut. I don't really smell any coconut in this. To me, it doesn't really smell like anything at all. Next, I'm going to be testing out the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. This is in the shade Golden Beige. Everyone has been raving about this foundation, and I've tried it like 2 times, and I think I know how I feel about it already. I don't wear too much foundation, just because I don't have too much that I need to cover. The only thing I really need to cover is redness. So I'm just gonna dot this, or smear this, I feel like smear is a more appropriate word, on the places I feel like I need the most coverage for redness, which is usually just on my cheeks. I have a lot of red freckles. So the first time I tried this foundation, can't talk. The first time I tried this foundation, the first thing I noticed was the smell. This smells like Home Depot paint. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I'm not kidding. I remember when I was younger, my dad used to paint the house all the time, and I would smell Home Depot paint like all around the house. This foundation smells straight up like paint. Which, to be honest, it doesn't bother me. Some people, that could be like a really big deal, but to me, it's not all that bad. It doesn't smell like anything once it's blended out on your face. So overall coverage of this foundation is white. The redness from my red spot on my nose is still peeking through, but I'm pretty sure you can build it up. But since I don't use a lot of foundation, I never really build up my foundation. It lasts all day. It looks great in photos too. So next I'm just going to use one of my favorite concealers, and that is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. So the colors I use are Light Sand and Tan Sand. The reason why I use a really light shade and a really dark shade is because there is... The reason why I mix a really light shade and a dark shade is because there isn't a yellow shade that's like perfect for me, so I just mix these two and it works just fine. Use this to cover my dark circles. To cover the redness of that spot on my nose, I'm going to use the Makeup Forever Full Cover Concealer. This stuff is so good. A little goes the longest way. It's waterproof. It stays on all day. To highlight my forehead and my chin, I'm just going to use the Too Faced Born This Way Concealer. So now I'm just going to go in with my beauty blender and I'm going to blend all that out. I've been trying a lot of high-end concealers recently, and I feel like I am ready to do a video on my favorite high-end concealers. So to set my under eyes, I'm just going to use my usual NYC Smooth Skin. For my eyebrows, I'm going to use what I usually use, and that's the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in Auburn. What I usually do is just outline my brow and then fill in the parts that I feel need to be filled in. I will be posting an in-depth brow tutorial because there's a few things that I do with my eyebrows that I could just not fit into videos like these because it would make a video like this really long. Next, I'm just going to take a spoolie and I'm going to blend out any harsh edges that I have in my eyebrows, because I do not like it when I can see the exact lines I drew in my brows. So next I'm taking the CoverGirl Outlast All Day Concealer, and I'm just gonna use this as kind of like an eraser on my eyebrows just to clean them up so they look a bit more precise. I'm sorry if you can't see me very well at this angle, but this isn't a tutorial. Like I said, it's just to get ready with me. Okay, so next I'm just going to take my Beauty Blender again, and I'm going to blend out the areas where I put on concealer. And I'm going to use the part where there's some excess powder to, powder that area. You don't need too much powder for your eyebrows. So I recently discovered the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper, and I love this brow gel. So what I do, and this is why I want to do, I keep saying, an in-depth brow tutorial. I use the darker one. This is medium to dark. I use it mostly just on the tail of my brows. Actually I use it more on like the second half, not really just the tail. And I use the light to medium one on the first half, towards the front. I know that's a lot of steps just for eyebrows, but I don't do this every day, keep that in mind. So next I'm just going to take a powder brush, and I'm going to use the Naked Skin Powder Foundation in medium dark golden to set my entire face. This is probably my holy grail powder foundation. I just feel like it's so light on the skin. It doesn't really feel like powder is sitting on my skin. It blends in beautifully, and it matches me really well. I feel like in flash photography, it doesn't show up. And I was also dusting off the bakage under my eyes with this powder. I've been testing out the Tarteist Pro eyeshadow palette, and I honestly really like it. I know a lot of people are saying that the colors are muddy, that it's not pigmented, but for me, it's pretty pigmented in my opinion. So I kind of want to do a spring themed look, because spring is literally around the corner. We're already in March. So I'm going to go in with the color No Filter. And it's this really, what, is that a neutral purple? Yeah, it's more of a neutral purple. I don't know, I can't really describe colors, but yeah, I'm just going to go in with the color No Filter, and it's just a nice purple shade, and I'm going to use that. Ooh, that is pigmented. I'm going to use it as my transition shade. Oh wow, that blended out really fast. That happened in literally 5 seconds. They are harder matte shadows, if you know what I'm talking about, kind of like the mattes in the Too Faced chocolate bar, like the original chocolate bar, because I feel like Too Faced really stepped up their game with their matte eyeshadows in other palettes, but in the original chocolate bar, I feel like their mattes are pretty hard, if you know what I mean. So for my lid, I'm going to use the color right above that, and it's called Whimsy. It's a really nice orangey shade. Ooh. I'm liking this combination. I have been testing out this palette a little bit, but I haven't really played around with it much. On the outer corners, I'm going to use the color below the purple called Maud, and this is kind of like a magenta color. I can kind of see why people are saying it's muddy. It's because right now I can't really see my transition shade except for right here. But that also has to do with the fact that I used 3 dark colors that are, I mean, I'm not going to say they're similar because they're not, but in terms of how dark they are kind of on the same level of darkness, if that makes any sense. Like, these two are 2 completely different highlighting shades, but they're in the same area of lightness. I don't know if this is making any sense, but I think you know what I'm trying to say. So to highlight my brow bone, I'm going to use the color Classic, and that's the first one right here. use the color Ethereal. I think that's how you say it. And I'm going to put it on the center of my lids. Just because I don't want this to be completely matte. Oh, that's not really showing up. I think I'm going to use my finger instead because it's not really showing up. Oh yeah, that's better. Ooh, a lot better. For my inner corners, I'm going to use Glam. The only thing is that I feel like the shimmery shades don't apply as nice with the brush. I'm not saying you're not pigmented because they really are. I if I swatch this on my finger, it is totally pigmented. I don't know why I can't talk today. But yeah, it is totally pigmented, but for some reason with the brush, it's not applying as well as the mattes are. I don't have a new eyeliner to try, but this is just one of my favorites. It's the NYX Glide On Glide On. This is in Golden Bronze, and I love this eyeliner. I'm just going to put that in the waterline. For liquid eyeliner, I'm just going to use my favorite eyeliner by Kat Von D, and this is the Tattoo Eyeliner in Trooper. I'm going to use that magenta color Mod under my lower lash line. And I think I'm going to blend it out with the purple shade that I use in my transition. I kind of want to darken up my lash line a bit more, so I'm going to go in with the black. Is that a black? Looks like a black. Called Punk. And I'm just going to focus this directly on my lash line, not under the lash line. Yeah, that looks a lot better. I'm not going to use too much. I'm not a huge fan of false eyelashes, but I've been trying out these Ardell Glamour eyelashes and I love them. I've been using the same pair, but I don't put mascara on my eyelashes because I like to reuse them until they're like, just like not reusable anymore. So I always put on mascara first and let it dry. And then I do the rest of my face makeup and then I put on my eyelashes. I'm just going to curl my lashes with my Tarte eyelash curler. And I'm going to use my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I'm not going to apply too much just because when I wear falsies, I don't feel like I have to wear too much mascara. But I'm just putting on enough that'll darken up my eyelashes. I definitely put on more mascara on my lower lashes. Recently, I've been really into eating salads, and I am not a salad person. I honestly eat so unhealthy that a lot of my friends wonder how I have not gained any weight yet. It's honestly just the dressing and the chicken that has me sold on salads, to be honest. And I figure that's the point. The dressing is supposed to like make the vegetables taste better, I guess. I mean, I'm not saying I hate vegetables. I just don't think that throwing a bunch of vegetables together is considered a meal. To me, that's a side. So I'm just gonna let that mascara dry before I put on my falsies. The next product I've been trying out recently is the Tarte Tarteist Contour Palette Volume 3, and I'm going to take my e.l.f. contouring brush, which I love, and I'm going to dip it just a little bit. Just watch. That's it. That's actually a lot. And I'm going to apply that right. Look at that. I'm obviously going to blend this out, but I just want to concentrate it right there. And next, I'm going to take my Real Techniques buffing brush, and I'm going to dip it into one of the bronzers. I'm going to dip it into this one. Actually, I'm going to dip it in both. I'm just going to use that to blend that out. it doesn't look too harsh, I'm gonna take some of my Maybelline Fit Me powder and I'm gonna, use it to further blend on top. Now we're gonna do the same thing with the other side. Honestly, I don't think I need. Yeah, I do. This is probably excessive contour for most people, but I'm kind of digging it. Now I'm just gonna dip in the really dark shade and in these two, and I'm gonna go on my jawline. And I'm gonna do the same thing for my forehead. So I am going to be using the blush that's in here. I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques blush brush and I'm going to dip it in this blush right here. I'm just going to apply that to the apples of my cheeks. So I'm actually not going to use either of the highlights in this. I think they're great highlighters. I just don't want to use them for this video. My mascara is done drying, so I'm just going to be applying those false lashes now. This is my favorite lash glue. It is by Revlon. I'm just going to put this on my eye. I love these eyelashes. They're really dramatic, but they're so pretty. I love them. Now I'm just gonna apply glue to the other lash. I honestly feel like these eyelashes have changed my life, and I know that sounds ridiculous, but I used to hate false lashes and now I love false lashes. So for highlighter, I am so happy that I purchased this product. I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in collaboration with Nicole Guerrero. There are some flecks of glitter in these highlighters, but if I just tap off my brush, the glitter falls right out. And it's not that much glitter, to tell you the truth. So I think I want to use the color Daydream. I'm feeling a little daring today. And I'm just going to put that on my cheekbones. Ooh. Actually, you know what? First, I'm going to do what I've been liking to do recently before I put on my highlighter. I'm going to spray my entire face with some setting spray, and then I'm going to put on my highlighter. If you guys hear like a lot of background noise, I'm so sorry. I live in a college dorm hall, so people constantly walk back and forth in the hallway and make noise. Now, while my face is still wet, I'm going to apply that highlighter to my cheeks. Can I just say that I love this highlighter shade? It is so unique. I don't know if you can see how blinding that glow is, but this is amazing. I'm going to layer it with the color 143. It's right under it. I forgot this, but I'm going to use the the Wet n Wild Mega Last Liquid Catsuit Matte Lipstick in the shade Nudie Patootie. And I tried the red shade, which is really nice, but this is a really pale color. It's almost like a concealer color. It's really pale, but I kind of like it. So my final thoughts are, I love every single product I use in this video. I'm so glad I decided to try them out, even though some of the reviews on some of them weren't that good. But I found some new holy grails, especially these eyelashes, the brow gel, like, who am I kidding? I love everything. I love the glow kit, I love the contour palette, the eyeshadow palette, even this lipstick, which I'm not a huge fan of really pale liquid lipsticks, but I love this lipstick. Okay guys, that completes this video. If you want to see more in-depth reviews on individual products that I mentioned in this video, or any other products, just let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!